Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zepp and we're continuing our reaction to the brand new Will of the People album by Muse. Moving on to song number 2. Again, a song we've already heard and reacted to on this channel, but we are reacting to it again just for the context of the album, so we can get a more fuller picture when doing the album review at the end, about a week or so after I finish the final song on this album. Really looking forward to getting into this. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet so we can continue with the reaction. One thing I'm going to say to you is that if you're watching this the day it comes out on, I believe, the 27th or 28th of August, one of those two dates, then you are going to be listening to a version of it without the audio. I will leave a link down in the description below so you can follow along. So for the audio to the song, or for the YouTube video to listen along to it with me, that's why I have the timer down here. But if you're watching this maybe a couple of weeks after, then that is because there's a possibility that I have re-uploaded this reaction with the song involved. I'm recording it in a way where I can put the song in and out quite easily in the recording, so there may be a re-upload, and that might be what you're watching now, where the audio is actually there. So all of this is pointless, but of course this is a pre-recording, so it would stay there anyway. But the reason we do this is to just try and avoid copyright without me having to ask you guys to pay any money in regards to maybe doing Patreon or YouTube or the YouTube membership system, because I don't really want to do that to you guys yet, because I don't feel like I have enough content in the pipeline to have it be worth you giving me your money. So this is a way where I can still earn a little bit without having to ask for any money off you guys. I know it's a little bit of a worse system, but do just try and bear with me, folks. And like, if it's too bad, let me know down in the comments below. I will take the comments into consideration, but this is just the reason why I'm doing it. I hope you will forgive me on that. I'm really looking forward to getting into the rest of this album. We're going to fly through Compliance. I do want to hear the song again, but it's been out quite a while now, and I'm itching to get to the new stuff. So we're going to let this play through. Maybe a slightly shorter reaction, because we may let it play right through the end to the end before I give my thoughts on the song, simply because it's been out for months. It's been out for absolutely months. We might do this, we'll probably do the same. It won't stand down when we go to that one. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to get into this. Again, please do consider subscribing if you like Muse stuff. Muse is my favorite band. I'd probably even record when I go to a live concert of them. I'll be doing lots of Muse stuff in future, so if you're a Muse fan, please do consider subscribing. We will have a lot of Muse content in future, and a lot of bands I react to, because Muse are my favorite bands. Is my favorite band. A lot of the bands we react to would kind of be people who almost take influence on Muse, because I like to hear the similar style of music. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into it. We're on 0-0, and we're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, now. No, lovely bass line, regardless of what anyone says about the song. Great bass line. Catchy again, catchy. You can't say otherwise. Again, it's fun. Not lyrically, but you get what I mean. I really like the sounds of this part. Ladies and gentlemen, Compliance by Muse. Remember when they told us they were giving us one of their heaviest ever albums? Huh? Huh? Is that ringing a bell here? But no, we quickly knew. Like, once, like, Compliance was, I think, a song that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, because I don't know if you guys remember as fans of Muse, is that before anything had really come out about the album, they were saying heaviest album yet. We got some of our heaviest stuff we've ever done on here. And then Won't Stand Down came down, like, oh Jesus, they're right. They finally stopped lying. First of all, they were going to slow down, do an acoustic album. That went nowhere. Or maybe Matt Bellamy's sort of solo little charity thing he did. Maybe that's what he'd consider an acoustic album. But yeah, it was like, oh, heaviest album yet. Well, Won't Stand Down. Oh my God. And then Compliance came out and we're like, what? Sorry, what? Excuse me? Sorry? Huh? What? How? And it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because of that. But then I think the song, like, if you just give it time to digest and you take out the fact that we were promised a heavy album, which there is heavier stuff to come, we already know that. It's a really cool song. Muse in the last few years, they're just not sticking to their guns. I will say this in an album review or tier list that I'm thinking of doing after I'm finished reacting to all of these songs in, like, in a later video. But Simulation Theory is supposed to be synthwave 80s album. There's 3 songs, maybe 4 at best, that are actually synthwave 80s. The rest are just musisms, soft musisms. We were promised a heavy album for this. Again, sarcastic tone sort of going through it, talking about dark topics, but to a more boppy beat. Again, could be a consistent running theme, but in terms of tonality, it's light Muse bops. It's the light Muse bops that we're kind of used to ever since really they started cropping up on the Resistance album, and had their place a bit in the second album, but were very there in the Simulation Theory album. Get Up and Fight. If anyone says that they like Get Up and Fight, you can get up and get out of my video. Yeah, I'm funny. Oh God, one of those days, folks. But no, I mean, look, I'm ranting a bit. And ultimately, I'm a fan of a lot of their stuff. It's just my heart would be in the heavier stuff. And when it comes to these songs, I enjoy them. I do enjoy them, but I would completely understand the frustrations of fans. I would completely understand the frustrations of fans, because if Muse say they're giving you a heavy album, have 6 or 7 out of the 10 songs be heavy. If they're giving a synthwave album, have 6 or 7 or 8 of the songs be synthwave based. I mean, for someone who actually like listens to a little bit of synthwave music, not loads, but like has dipped the toe in the genre a little bit, Muse, when they done songs like Algorithm and all, and The Void and The Dark Side, are actually, they're really good. But on like on an album level, it's an atrocious attempt at synthwave. You only need look at Carpenter Brute as a good example of someone who actually does it right. Or there's another band, I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I mean, they've done work with Carpenter Brute before, but like that's kind of dark 80s synth, and that's kind of what Muse were supposed to be going for, but then they just didn't. It's like they just adopt the physical theme of the album in regards to the setup and the videos and the production, but it doesn't actually sound like those type of things, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'll just be interested to see where this album goes and where it will sit in terms of the spectrum of heavy to soft. Again, I know it's a mixed bag. And I am just curious as well whether this album will sit in the bottom half or the top half of the Muse discography. I can almost tell you for an absolute fact it's probably not breaking the top 3 albums. Whether it sits in the bottom 3, I don't know. I think your bottom 3 are album 1, album 8, Simulation Theory, and Drones, in no particular order. I'll order them in a video, but it'll be just interesting to see where this album ends up sitting. But anyway, that was Compliance, folks. Again, I apologize for the rant. Muse fans will appreciate the rant, I'd say. Maybe. Potentially. Let me know if you enjoyed again, and do please consider to subscribe. We're doing, the more Muse fans that I know are here, the more Muse content I'll do. And I would love to do Muse content, because sometimes when reacting to other bands, I get ripped to shreds for liking Muse and referring to Muse too much. So I want some hardcore Muse fans to come in here and be like, yo, let's annoy people with the amount of Muse stuff we'll do. And I'm so on board for that. Ladies and gentlemen, looking forward to moving on to song number 3. If you're watching this today, it comes out. That will be out tomorrow. Hope you're well, my friends, and I will see you then. Peace.